Record. Welcome to Lifeboat Today. We are so excited to have you guys all today. We are joined by four amazing site coordinators, directors of 21st Century and middle schools today. I'm going to have them go ahead and introduce themselves. And if you guys would all put yourself on mute, except for those four people's pictures on the screen, then we'll get going. So we're going to start with, I'm going to have Marcos go ahead and introduce himself, where you work, and your name.
Alrighty. Well, I am Marcos Medina, and I am from Edison Elementary. Go Shockers.
And Roger.
What's up? My name is Roger. I am from Blue Ridge Elementary. Go Eagles.
All right. And Sergio.
What's up, everyone? My name's Sergio, and I work at Sharks Team.
Awesome. And Becca?
Hi, I'm Becca, and I work at Green Park Elementary School, and go Panthers.
Awesome. Okay, well, you guys, we're going to be having a lot of fun today. We're going to do this a little bit different than I normally did because I want to give a week for students to vote in. So we're going to actually do this whole episode. We're recording it live, and we can send it to you guys at elementary schools. And you got to vote for your after-school program director. You have a week to vote for them, and we'll figure out who survives in a special video next week. We'll send out. So, are we ready for this, you guys? I know you're ready for this. So, we're going to start, and our first person is Marcos, and he's going to give us a short 3-minute speech of why he deserves to have the last seat on a lifeboat. So Marcos, you're going to explain why you deserve to have the last seat on a lifeboat with a sinking ship, and you're going to tell a little bit about your job and some skills you can bring to the kids out there on the lifeboat. Go ahead, Marcos.
Alrighty. Well, I can't believe we're on this ship together. It's pretty wild times. To be during a pandemic and sinking at the same time. Wow. But I'm trying to survive. We're all trying to survive, and I love my coworkers. They're awesome. But I'm trying to survive. I got things that I need to get done, so I'm trying to survive. The reason why you should vote for me to go on this lifeboat is number one is I'm pretty creative with games. I got a whole inventory of games, so we'd have a ton of fun. Once we run out of those games, I can create games for you. The fun continues. So trust me, you're gonna want me on that boat with you. Secondly, is that I'm pretty silly at times, and so even if we aren't playing games, I can do silly stuff. Some random dances or say some pretty funny jokes or not funny jokes. And lastly, is I used to work at a bank, and so I can tell you the secrets to banking, which would make you rich. That's right. You're gonna want to be rich once we get back to safety. And I know that secret, that deep dark secret that banks have, that will make you rich. So trust me, you ain't gonna want to miss out on this. You're definitely gonna want me on that boat with you. A lot of fun. I'm silly, and you're gonna be rich. Alrighty, that's really all I got. So choose me, all right? If not, I'm gonna find you. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Marcos, that was quite special. I'm a little scared, but I'm also excited to get rich someday. That would be awesome. And so I'm going to we're going to pass this on to Roger. Roger's going to give us a little bit of his skills and his personality, why he deserves to be in that lifeboat. Roger?
Yo, what's up? Let's get it. Let's go. It's pretty simple, really. It comes down to survival. I'm already wearing my survival hat. That's how serious I am about this already, Playing games, having fun, that's later. We got to focus on survival right now, yo. This is what I do. I am outdoors all the time. You know what I did for Memorial Day? I went fishing. That's what I did for Memorial Day. weekend, not only that, I went out to work in the wheat fields. I'm just out here working. I'm surviving all the time. Not only that, I understand how fish work. I know how we can get some food for us. Now, let's say we run into an island, we run into some people that we don't even know. It don't even matter if we know their language or not. My social skills up here, we don't even gotta know the same language. We're gonna be kumbaya right there, no worries, you know. So I have a little bit of everything, you know. I'm not afraid to get out there. My motto is let's get it, let's go, de una vez. So if you want to survive, I don't know. I'm here for you. It's your choice.
Thank you, Roger. That was quite informative, and looks like you dressed the part. We're going to move on to Sergio, and he's going to tell us a little bit why he should have that seat on that last lifeboat, on the last seat for survival.
All right, what's up, everyone? As Andrew mentioned, and as I formally introduced myself, my name's Sergio. I think I deserve that last seat on the lifeboat because, well, first of all, let me just say this: if I was a Pokemon, I'd definitely be an OG War Turtle. Just anybody who's into Pokemon. I just want to give you a little bit of insight of who I am. I feel like you should get to know me. You really should get to know me to see what kind of assets, or to see if we even you get along with my personality and whatnot. You'll never go hungry around me, much like Mr. Roger, Mr. Rogers. Is that your name? Yes. Much like him, I do as well enjoy fishing, but I've actually gone deep sea fishing, which is where everybody who's gone fishing knows that deep sea fishing is a lot different. Just fishing on in a lake or in a little river. So it's not the same thing. It's definitely different. So you'll never starve if you go deep sea fishing with me for sure. Once we make it out alive, because I guarantee you, when I'm on that boat with you, we will make it back to shore. I know how to make the perfect PB&J. There's a lot of chemistry that goes into it, and honestly, the perfect PB&J, if you've never had it before, I'll make it for you. Let's see. I enjoy Disney movies. Onward is probably my favorite movie right now, so we'll be having some sort of Disney movie watch party. And on top of that, did I mention I'm a DJ? So once we make it to shore, we'll be celebrating for sure. And I'll be willing to DJ any of your parties, our survival party at that, and yeah, that's what I got for you right now.
Well, thank you, Sergio. Lots of facts there, lots of information. We're going to go to our last contestant, Becca O'Connor. Becca, tell us a little bit why you deserve that seat in the lifeboat.
Well, I mean, these guys make some good arguments, but I feel like I really have the skills and the qualities that you guys are going to need if we are ever trapped on a lifeboat. And first of all, I'm very outdoorsy. I've spent a lot of time outside. I've been backpacking, kayaking, canoeing, hiking. So I'm very used to being out there in the wilderness, and things don't always go as planned. So I'm used to changing our plans and adapting based on whatever happens out there. And let's see, I'm a good swimmer. I am first aid certified, CPR certified. And also, I have some boating experience. I have, like I said, been kayaking and canoeing. I've been on a canoe trip one time for 4 days. So, I'm used to being out there on the water for days at a time. And I'm also really good at remaining calm in emergency situations. So, if something came up, I could stay calm and help us get to the solution that we need to get to. And also, that's another thing, is that I am a team player. I like to work as a team. So if you guys had, something that you wanted to share, I wouldn't just say my way or the highway. I would try to help make sure that everybody gets to have their point heard, and make sure that everyone gets to share, what they think about whatever situation that, we get into. So let's see, I guess in summary, I am pretty outdoorsy and I'm very adventurous. I'm good in those kinds of situations. And I forgot to mention this one, but this one's very important. I do not snore.
All right. Thank you, Becca. I'm going to have you guys go ahead and type in the chat box questions that you have for these amazing people. And then we're going to go ahead and ask them questions. So I have the first question. And the first question is what skill do you guys have if we were stranded on a desert or on an unknown island? What skills could you bring? And we'll start with Becca and go backwards.
Well, I mean, like I mentioned, I've been out in the wilderness for a while, so I could help us build a fire. And I've been told I don't snore. Well, and I could help us, I'm pretty crafty, so I could help us figure out how to make some kind of thing to cook our food or whatever we need to do. So I feel like I could help us also maybe get the attention of passing ships, figure out a way to make a huge flag or something crazy like that. Can I open a coconut? I think I could figure it out. I've done it before. Good question. Yeah, that's it for me.
Thank you. Let's go on to Sergio. Sergio, tell us your answer.
All right. Well, I've already mentioned fishing, but hunting as well. I'm quite the survivor. I go looking for my food, and I only use my bare hands, to be honest. So we wouldn't starve. On top of that, I could find a shelter or make a shelter as well. Find the biggest leaves and the biggest sticks around and make you a tent in no time. Let's see. Water. Can't survive without water. I know how to purify salt water. It's quite the process, but it definitely will, it's definitely needed. So I think, yeah, I mean, food and water. And one thing I forgot to mention is I'm the type of friend that won't go famous on TikTok because I personally don't record myself, but I'm the type of friend that will record you so that you go famous on TikTok. So, that's just me. That's all I got for you.
All right, let's move on to Marcos.
No, Roger's next.
Okay, Roger.
Come on, let's be organized. Follow who's running it. All right, it doesn't matter. Like I said, let's get it. Let's go. That's what I go by. No worries about organizations or not. Okay, well, what skills do I bring about this other than that I am the official ambassador of realbeardedmen.com in the future? You got to understand that that's just laters, For right now, I'm all about the survival. And not, I fish. Yeah, I've never been deep sea fishing, but, I'll figure it out. It's the same idea. What else? I've been camping, so I don't mind, starting a fire. And I also grew up in the era where YouTube was not as popular as right now, but I was always into it. So I've watched numerous videos of processes and chemistries and physics and any other theories that have to do with survival. And I'm just there, I'm all about that survival skills. Survival is my dog's maiden's name's middle sister's brother's friend. So that's how serious I am about all this. On to Marcos. I hope you're ready now. I hope I gave you enough time to prepare for your answer.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you. I mean, I know you don't care about organization, but I do. So, because organization is very important, especially if we're going to survive out there on that island. So if you have someone that's unorganized like Roger, I don't know about that. You definitely need someone that's organized. But anyways, that's besides the point. You definitely want me on that island with you because I used to work in the fields. I used to pick cherries, pick apples, and so hey, I'm pretty athletic. I'll be able to run up and down those trees for you. I can get those coconuts, bananas, whatever it is, you name it. Other thing is, I was nicknamed the cheetah in high school because I was so fast. So all these people talking about fishing, not everyone likes fishing. Not everyone likes fish. I'll get you that wild boar. Don't worry, I got you. Okay. So think about it. Definitely want me out with you. There you go.
So the next question is extremely important to survival. Is if we're stuck on the boat for quite some time, how are you going to entertain us beyond games? So we're going to start with Marcos because so you started out saying, "Hey, I got all these games, but what other things can we bring to the boat besides games? What else do you got there, Marcos, and everybody?"
Well, I've been really getting into TikTok lately, and it's been or like all these YouTube videos, and it's been really teaching me how to like act. So I can put on a play. It's not just about games, but I'll be able to put on like a little play for you. That way you're still entertained. It'll make you feel like, hey, front row seats at, you name it, Endgame, Infinity War. I'll play all the parts. So I'll be able to entertain you with some good acting.
All right, Roger.
All right. Well, besides my whole survival skills set, if you had the chance to see Be Our Talent program on TikTok, you know that I am quite the comedic character or any of the YouTube videos for talent program online. So I will make you laugh, guaranteed. I also am a DJ. So that is something that I've done for numerous years. So I could easily throw a dance party, and it doesn't even have to be a dance party. It could be a nice ambiance, and I don't even have to have an actual music or controllers. I can just make a sick beat for you because I also used to play the drum set. So no worries. Whatever you got, I know how to feel the vibe, aka DJ Vibra. So my skill sets are all over there. So entertainment, don't worry about it. I got you.
Sergio?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about while we're on a boat or stranded on an island, then I think karaoke is the way to go. An old-fashioned sing-along, you know what I'm saying? And not only will we make beats with coconuts and rocks and what have you, but we will we'll break those coconuts open afterwards, and we will use the shells. We will use the shells as microphones. And if you're not down with karaoke, maybe you shouldn't be on the lifeboat.
All right, moving on to Becca. Let's hear some stuff.
Oh, Andrew, I would say that we shouldn't underestimate games. I mean, I don't know why we're saying other than games, because I think I've got a lot of games in my back pocket that are very fun, and I don't know why we're skipping over those. But in addition to games, I would say I've got a lot of stories. I've been on a lot of adventures, so maybe some storytelling. I like to make crafts and stuff like that, so maybe we could find some things to create and make apart from things that we need to make for our actual survival. But if we have some free time, maybe we could do some crafting with whatever materials we have. I think I'm pretty good at figuring out how to use things to make cool designs or crafts, or just make things that we might need for our survival. So yeah.
Epic. Thank you, Becca. So we have a couple more minutes left. If you guys want to write any questions in the chat box for those who are watching this live, always love it. It's been asked, let's see here, Roger and Sergio, for you guys to belt out a song. Can you guys do that? ?
Oh, it's
Right now on the spot?
Yes.
All right. What, just a beat?
I don't know. What could you bring it? What could you bring? Yeah.
Chillin' my friends and I'm chilling with my bros. We on these YouTube with all these people. Just kidding. I'm not a rapper. That's why I do the beats.
All right.
That's why I stick to DJing.
Sergio, you talked about karaoke, right?
Oh yeah.
What would you bust out?
Well, I don't think you can go wrong with some classics here. So I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl.
Amazing. Last thing, this is kind of bringing it back because you guys who are watching, we have Becca is from Green Park and Marco is from Edison and Roger's from Blue Ridge and Sergio's from Sharpstein. If you guys were to think about one skill that you could bring that your school is really passionate about, so like, is Sharpstein really big about dancing, or is Green Park really good about throwing bows and arrows, or what is it that you have in Green Park or in Sharpstein or Edison or a Blue Ridge? Sorry. What is something you guys could bring that's specific to your school site that you say, since you're from Green Park, you have this. So we're going to start out with, let's see here. It looks like Becca's ready to go. We're going to start with Becca, and then we'll go, and whoever can go after her. So go ahead, Becca.
Well, everybody at Green Park knows the Green Park ABCs, and the A stands for always try your hardest and do your best. And so I promise that if you guys pick me for the Lifeboat, I will always try my hardest and do my best.
Awesome. Anyone else? Whoever can go next.
Yeah, right along those lines, at Edison, we have our monthly assemblies where we recognize those that have a Fantastic Four. So I'm going to bring the Fantastic Four with me, and I'm going to show you that we're going to have a good time and that we're going to do our best and respect each other and all that. There you go.
I would say Blue Ridge brings that resilience. They're going through a lot right now, as we all know, and they are getting through it. They are surviving, and they are, doing their best, and that's what we bring to the table. We're not going to stop, and we're going to keep going no matter what. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, I think for Sharpstein, we're called the playmakers because we make plays, and no matter through a lifeboat situation or through COVID-19 pandemic or just your regular day at after school program, playmakers make plays.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for those site-specific skills. We're going to move into our next section of this video, which if you look at your screen, doesn't Blue Ridge have a Cold War era nuclear bunker? Well, that's another question. Before we go into that question for Blue Ridge, Roger, does Blue Ridge have a Cold War era nuclear bunker?
Definitely feels like it. For
Okay.
Sure.
And one more question just came in. Marcos, are you a Power Ranger?
Not only am I just a Power Ranger, I am a dancing Power Ranger. So check out my YouTube videos. You'll see me dressed up as the Black Ranger teaching you some moves. So you should
highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Highly recommended. Okay. All right. Well, if there's no more questions in the chat box, we're going to go. Oh, shoot. No, I'm slow clicking. Sorry. We are going to go to our voting now. And I really appreciate all of our amazing contestants this week. Let's see here. So you should see on your screen, I want you to email me, asayers@wwps.org, and you're going to vote, and you can vote in the chat box as well. You're going to send me an email or put in the chat box a 1 for Marcos, a 2 for Roger, a 3 for Sergio, or a 4 for Becca. And what you're going to do is you're going to email me this, and by next week on Tuesday, we will know who gets the Lifeboat. It's going to be a little bit hairy because we don't know yet. and it's going to be a little longer than normal because normally we know like right away and we have a special speech. So instead of having a special speech, I'm going to have you guys each say one last thing in just a moment, not yet, but one last thing why people should vote for you. So before we do that, I want to remind everyone that's watching this that on our website, wallawafterschool.com, every day we got something hip going on, and it's not boring. It's amazing. So we're going to start with okay. We're going to start with Roger, and then we're going to go to Marcos, then Sergio, then Becca. And I'm going to have you guys say one last thing why people should vote for you. 15 seconds. So we're going to start with Roger. Go ahead, Roger.
I think you should vote for me because you think you should vote for me. I'm not going to be one to pressure you, put any other sort of feelings in there. So just vote for me because you feel that. Trust your gut. I know it's there. I know it's there.
All right, remember, we don't want disorganization like we just heard. So you want to be organized and you want to choose me, as I've already mentioned, all the qualities that I have. So you're not going to want me off that boat. I know it. I'll see you on that boat. Hey, I'll see you and we'll be partying. See ya.
All right. Whether you like karaoke or not, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm the type of friend that will want you to go TikTok famous. So I will definitely be your camera holder and whatnot. And I think that's why you should vote for me.
I think you should vote for me because I've got a lot of skills that I can bring to the table, make sure that we survive, and also make sure that we are respecting each other and having fun while we do it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. And guys, don't forget to email to vote, and we will see you guys on Lifeboat in a little while. Thank you so much, contestants. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Have a good one.
Thank you.